Hello, good evening and welcome to Slippery Dick's demo. This is Slippery Dick's Gun Wax. Nottingham District Gun Club are the only Nottinghamshire outlet for it. We have been using it for a couple of weeks. We've sold quite a lot of it and I was asked if it was any good. So I thought the best thing to do would be to do a bit of a demo on it and let you see what it actually does. Now we have lots of stocks that need waxing clearly, but what we tend to get is we get a lot of use on the top of the stocks, especially the ones that we use for all our corporate entertainment, lessons and so on and so forth. As you will all be aware, for the last few weeks it started raining again. That doesn't stop us shooting. So these things do take quite a lot of hammering. They're used in the great outdoors, they get wet, they get cold, then we get the sunshine, they get red hot and everything else that goes with it. We get a lot of people that are wearing different makeups. You get younger men with stubbly beards, you get older guys with big beards, but it all just sort of eventually starts to punish the wood and the grain. Now you'll see on the top of this stock, once it starts to go through that lacquer, we start to get these little holes just in the wood start to appear. That obviously then lets in moisture, which obviously then starts to damage the stock even more. So we're just going to give it a coat of Slippery Dick's Gun Wax and we're going to show you what it does. Now if I show you the stock, you can see we're going to start on the top. I'll leave that part bare and you'll see the difference, and hopefully from where we've put the wax on to where we haven't put the wax on. Now if I just begin by removing the lid and then sparingly, as it says on the tin, just rubbing it in, just literally with your fingers. Now it says work on small areas at a time. I don't really know what they class as a small area, so I'm just going to do all of the top. And then if it beats me, that's my own fault. But I'm going to put plenty on, sparingly of course, because I want to try and seal these pores up on the top, just pushing it nice and deep into the grain. We're going to wax it all the way through. Just going to do both sides of the actual top of the stock here, so you can start to see how it's just discolouring as we put the wax into it. And then basically, once we've got that nicely rubbed in and spread out, we're just going to leave that for a couple of minutes just to dry off. Now, it does give instructions on the back. It just says apply sparingly with your finger, allow to dry and buff off. The more coats you give, the better the result. I suppose that kind of makes sense. The thicker the wax, the more waterproof, the more weather protected it's going to be. Once we've left it dry, we're going to buff it off. Now, I know the chap that manufactures it and actually created it, if you like, he wasn't happy with the different waxes that he uses. He works with wood all the time, so he really does know his stuff. He's also now coming out with different products. He's actually bringing out a wood stain and all the different various things as well. He is on YouTube, you can see him, his name is Paul Thompson. If you have a look, it's Slippery Dick's Gun Wax. We are the Nottinghamshire outlet for it. So we're just going to now have a look and buff this off. Now, you'll see I have got a tea towel. Don't tell Linda, as this one is now beyond repair or reuse. Now all I'm going to do is literally just start to buff that off. Now you'll see I'm just doing it in a circular motion. That is because I'm of a certain age and I was brought up with the Karate Kid, so every time I do anything like this it's always, pardon the pun, wax on or wax off. But you should start to see we're just getting a nice shine on that top. We'll also start to see hopefully that those pores have been filled, which will just prevent any further damage to this particular stock. Now if I show you that, I haven't gone mental, it's not took an awful lot of exertion, it's just a nice little job to do, just to keep you busy during the winter nights, especially now the nights are drawing in. So I'm going to carry on, I'm going to proceed and do the whole stock, and then hopefully I'll check back in with you at some point and let you see the finished result. For now, signing off.